If you've ever spent the night staring at the ceiling, tossing and turning, you're not alone. In today's guide, we're diving into real-world sleep hacks that go beyond the usual advice. These are science-backed tips combined with personal experience that can help you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling more refreshed. Set your sleep environment. Let's talk about your sleep environment. This is one of the most underrated aspects of quality rest. Think about it. When you walk into a spa or a luxury hotel room, what's the first thing you notice? It's calm, clean, the lighting is soft, and there's an intentional vibe of relaxation. That's exactly how your bedroom should feel if you're serious about improving your sleep. Start with temperature. Most people sleep best between 65 to 68 degrees, 18 to 20 degrees. It may feel a little chilly when you first get in bed, but cooler temperatures signal your body to produce melatonin, the sleep hormone. I learned this firsthand after buying a smart thermostat. Once I started setting it to 66 degrees Fahrenheit every night, my sleep quality improved within a week. Next up, lighting. Your bedroom should be as dark as possible. Even small amounts of light, like from a street lamp or an alarm clock display, can interfere with your body's melatonin production. I use blackout curtains and have replaced my alarm clock with one that has a dim, red-tinted light. Red light impacts melatonin production the least, unlike blue or white light, which can trick your body into thinking it's daytime. Sound matters too. Some people need absolute silence, while others sleep better with white noise. I'm in the white noise camp. A simple white noise machine or an app can help mask background noises like traffic or neighbors. Bonus: it's great for travel too, especially in noisy hotels. Let's not forget about clutter. A cluttered room equals a cluttered mind. When your nightstand is filled with receipts, books, chargers, and random stuff, your brain doesn't fully relax. Try clearing off everything except for a lamp, a book, and maybe a water bottle. The same goes for under your bed. Believe it or not, even hidden clutter can psychologically impact how calm you feel in the space. Scent is another factor. Aromatherapy isn't magic, but having a subtle lavender or chamomile scent in your room can signal your body it's time to wind down. I personally use a diffuser with essential oils set on a timer, so it runs for about 30 minutes as I'm falling asleep. Finally, think about your bedding. Invest in good quality sheets, a comfortable pillow, and a mattress that supports your body type. You spend a third of your life in bed. It's worth getting it right. When you combine all these factors, temperature, light, sound, clutter, scent, and bedding, you create an environment that feels like a sanctuary. And that's step one to sleeping better every night. Optimize your sleep schedule. Now that your room feels like a sleep sanctuary, let's talk about when you actually go to bed and wake up. You might have heard of circadian rhythms. That's your body's internal clock, and like any clock, it runs best when it's consistent. Before I understood this, I had what I called my free schedule. Bedtime at midnight, 1 a.m., or sometimes even 2. Wake up whenever, no real rhythm. I thought as long as I was getting 6 or 7 hours, it didn't matter. But then I read a study from Harvard Medical School that showed irregular sleep schedules disrupt everything from metabolism to mood. That hit me. The key? Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even weekends. It doesn't have to be perfect. Life happens. But aiming for a consistent window, say 10:30 p.m. to 6:30 a.m., helps your body know when it's time to power down and when it's time to get going. Here's the sleep hack that changed everything for me. Get morning sunlight within 30 minutes of waking up. I'm not talking about standing in your kitchen by a window. I mean stepping outside, even if it's cloudy, even for 5 minutes. Light exposure first thing in the morning resets your body clock. It boosts cortisol slightly, in a good way, and sets off a chain reaction that leads to melatonin production about 14 to 16 hours later. I started walking my dog first thing, no sunglasses, just getting light in my eyes. Within a week, I fell asleep faster, felt more awake during the day, and had more consistent energy. Another piece: avoid naps longer than 20-30 minutes. Long naps, especially late in the day, confuse your body clock. Power naps are okay, but keep them short. Your sleep schedule isn't just about bedtime, it's about keeping your whole day in sync with your internal rhythm. And once you lock that in, everything else becomes easier. Evening wind-down routine. Let's be honest, most of us treat sleep like an on-off switch. We hustle all day, stare at screens, deal with emails, scroll social media, and then expect our brains to magically shut off the second we lie down. That's not how human brains work. Your body needs a buffer, a wind-down routine that signals it's time to shift from on to off. Here's what I do personally. About an hour before bed, I switch my phone to airplane mode. No emails, no texts, no notifications. I dim the lights in my apartment, lamps only, no overheads. This starts telling my brain that bedtime is coming. Next, I stretch lightly. Nothing intense, just 5 or 10 minutes of gentle yoga or mobility work. Neck rolls, forward bends, hip stretches. It helps release the physical tension I've built up sitting or working out. Then I write in a journal. It's not about deep reflection, it's about clearing mental clutter. I jot down what went well today, what I need to remember tomorrow, and anything that's on my mind. It's like emptying my mental inbox. Finally, I read a physical book, not an audiobook, not a Kindle, an actual book with pages. Fiction works best for me. It keeps my mind engaged, but not overstimulated. If you need extra help relaxing, consider chamomile tea or magnesium supplements about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Both can promote relaxation naturally. And if anxiety or racing thoughts keep you up, try breathing exercises like 4 to 7-8 breathing. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Your evening wind-down routine doesn't have to be complicated. The key is consistency. Create a pattern your body recognizes, so by the time your head hits the pillow, sleep comes easily. Food and drink, sleep hacks. Believe it or not, what you eat and drink, especially in the second half of your day, can make or break your sleep quality. Rule number 1, avoid caffeine after 1 p.m. Caffeine has a half-life of around 5 to 6 hours, which means it stays in your system a long time. Even if you fall asleep, caffeine can prevent you from reaching deep sleep stages. I used to think I was immune to caffeine's effects until I cut out my 3 p.m. coffee and started sleeping noticeably deeper. Alcohol is another sneaky sleep disruptor. Yes, a nightcap might help you fall asleep faster, but it fragments your sleep later in the night, especially REM sleep. If you do drink, limit it to 1 serving and try to stop at least 3 to 4 hours before bed. Now let's talk about foods that can actually help your sleep. Turkey is classic because it contains tryptophan. But it's not just that. Combining protein with a small amount of complex carbs, like oatmeal or sweet potatoes, helps boost serotonin, which later converts to melatonin. Other great sleep-friendly foods: nuts, almonds, walnuts, kiwi. Studies show kiwi can improve sleep onset, bananas for magnesium and potassium, and tart cherries. natural source of melatonin. One more trick, a spoonful of honey before bed. It sounds old school, but a little honey can help keep your blood sugar stable overnight, preventing early morning wake-ups. Timing matters too. Try to finish dinner at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime to avoid indigestion. Track your sleep and adjust. Finally, let's talk about data. Tracking your sleep isn't about becoming obsessive, it's about learning your patterns. I use a basic wearable sleep tracker, but you can also use an app or just a journal. Write down when you went to bed, woke up, how you felt in the morning, and any factors that might have helped or hurt. Late workout, big meal, stress. Here's what I've learned tracking my sleep. Even small changes, like going to bed 30 minutes earlier or cutting caffeine just a little sooner, make a measurable difference. The key is trends, not one night, but looking at how your habits shape your sleep over a week or a month. Some people go deeper, tracking deep sleep versus REM sleep, heart rate variability, body temperature. If you're into biohacking, that's great, but even just noting your bedtime and wake-up time daily is a solid start. What gets measured, gets managed. And once you see what helps and what hurts, you can fine-tune your own sleep routine. If you found these sleep hacks helpful, drop a comment below. What's the biggest change you're going to try this week? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more health tips every week on the Daily Health Shift.